I'm the man now. Nobody ever gave a handout. For the stretch, talking grams loud. Cut them off, get the hand out. Bro talk, what's that about?
Yo, what's going on, people? You know who it is. It's Tay Wiz, of course, reporting live and direct from the Man Cave as usual. For those subscribers out there that is not subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that bell. If not subscribed to my Twitter page, hit that bird at TAE_WIGGS. And of course, the link to my website is down below. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know that little Instagram meme that's going around right now. You know, I get them goosebumps every time, yeah. I get them goosebumps every time, yeah. Travis Scott is living it up right now in Houston. And first and foremost, the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets are pivotal Game 5. They say the team that normally wins Game 5 wins the series 83% of the time. As I would say, back in Game 1, I said the way they came out, the Houston Rockets, when they lost that game, I said they keep playing like this. There's a possibility that this team of the Houston Rockets may be going home at 5. But the way they came back in Game 2, Games 4 and 5, now I said, when they won Game 4, I said, this is the Houston Rockets team that we've been seeing all season long. And I said this. I said, I got the Rockets in 6, and I'm sticking to it. Why? Because this team is scrappy. They gonna, this is make or miss league. They gonna miss shots, but let's be truthful. What we seen when the Rockets win games, they have good first quarters. Not only have good first quarters, them first quarters leads up to good fourth quarters. Not only did the Houston Rockets held the Golden State Warriors the other night to only 12 points in a quarter, but last night, I'm about to get on KD right now. For all you KD's fans out there, oh, he's better than Bron. He's the second best player in the world. Hey, let's be honest. The guy can shoot. He's a bucket getter. He can walk it like how he talk it. Let's be honest. He only took one shot in the fourth quarter. Took one shot in the fourth quarter. That's your MVP, huh? That's your finals MVP, huh? That's the guy who came down and shot the 3 in LeBron James' face, right? But this guy only took one shot in the fourth quarter. One shot. One shot. This team is so fragile. I keep telling everybody, Andre Iguodala is the glue guy out there for their team. Why? He is the true savvy veteran. He the one who played with the real AI. Allen Iverson. He showed him the ropes on the defense, how to be a difference maker out there without scoring the ball. Do you know when he's in the lineup this season against the Rockets, the Golden State Warriors are 3-1. Without Iggy, they are 0-4. But nobody's not talking about that. But you are not talking about that. But I'm going to shed some light on you. I said it before. I said Andre Iguodala, that what they call it the Hampton 5 or the death lineup. You put him in there, it's a difference maker. Why? He's a ball handler. He's a defender. He can score. And not in the fourth. And the fourth thing I'm going to say. He puts the players in the right position where they're supposed to be out on the floor for defense. You seen Draymond Green out there last night. Fragile. Missing layups. 6 turnovers. They had 16 turnovers. He had 6 of them. Klay Thompson had 4. Klay Thompson played a terrible first half. This team folds under pressure when they need it. And as I was sitting here talking to one of my guys, we were saying, if you keep this team under 100 points, the Golden State Warriors, that is, they will lose. This team don't really face adversity like this. Why? Because they want to come out there and shoot threes all day and want to blow you out. You got to face some adversity sometime. This team folds under pressure. All you can do is play a little defense. As my father say, a little defense ain't going to hurt. Touch them up a little bit. Rough them up. Ruffle the feathers. Because one thing I know is about great shooters and great scorers, they do not like to be touched. If you touch them, they feel like you took them out their element. You got to beat them in different ways. You touch a shooter, guess what? You in his head now. What you going to do? What you going to do? They played terrible in the fourth quarter. KD, Come on. 8 for 22? 29 points? In the post, they had some crucial turnovers in some key situations, especially down the stretch in the fourth quarter, especially with them 2 minutes to go. And they had one late too, like with 40-something seconds. Draymond Green trying to catch the ball around at the same time, looking at the defender, and turned the ball over, and that was the icing on the cake. Draymond Green with 12 points and 15 rebounds, 6 turnovers. But everybody's so quick to kill LeBron James when he don't take certain shots. But guess what? LeBron fans, I'm here to save y'all. Because KD is about to get this work. This the MVP. Not only he's the finals MVP, Kevin Durant don't like to take a lot of clutch situation shots, as you can see. Everybody said how LeBron should be more aggressive. Kevin Durant is a 7-foot ball handler who can dribble, score, and get to the cup anytime he wants to. But he don't do it. He don't do it. Why? Why he don't do it? Like everybody say, because he got shooters. So do LeBron James, but LeBron James will put his head down and try to go to the rack. Kevin Durant don't do it. So I don't want to see nothing different. That people telling me, oh, Kevin Durant do attack. No, he don't. When it's time to attack in the fourth quarter, he don't do it. He don't do it. Point blank, period. He don't do it. The Slim Reaper don't attack. One shot in the fourth quarter. But that's y'all MVP out there in the Bay Area. Man, come on, get out of here. Kevin Looney, terrible. If they were smart, you would go back to either JaVale McGee or Zaza Pachulia. Kevin Looney is trash. Big trash. 4 points and 3 rebounds. He's not giving you nothing. At all, period. Out there just giving fouls away. Putting the team in the bonus. No post moves. He don't have an offensive play for himself. They ain't got no offensive play set up for him. All he does, he got there with what? In the starting line to get 3 rebounds and 4 points? Come on now. Y'all got this guy starting. This guy didn't play a lick at all last year. This guy's not even good. He's not even talented. His footwork is terrible. Let's be honest. I'm watching basketball from a different point of view. I'm looking at where these players are on the court, how they set up. This guy looked lost out there in certain situations. If you were smart, you would put in JaVale McGee because Clint Capella is killing him. Period. Klay Thompson, 23 points to go along with 4 turnovers. Klay Thompson is very shaky in the first half. He came a little bit in the third and fourth quarter, but they say he had some type of knee soreness. And I'm watching him play. He's not showing the signs of it, but you could tell at certain times of the game he's still favoring that knee. It was killing Andre Iguodala watching that game on the sideline because he know what he means to his team that much. He know if he was out there, he know for a fact, I know for a fact, that the Warriors could have pulled this game off tonight. The Warriors had ample amount of time to put these guys away. On a bad James Harden shooting night at that. Steph Curry, 22 points. He had 4 steals, 6 assists with 7 rebounds. He was 2 from 8 from the 3-point line. Why? Touch him up a little bit. Brush him up a little bit. Don't be scared. Chris Paul is playing him tough. Playing him like a pit bull. And not only playing him tough, you got to keep a hand on him at all times. He's another one of them guys. I say, he's a shooter. Shooters do not like to get touched. He do complain to the referee about fouls. Steph Curry do not like to get touched when you in his area. When you in Steph Curry's area and you touch him a little bit, he's gonna crouch to the referee. You know, every now and then he may throw a mouthpiece, something like that, but he'll let it be known that he's getting fouled. So you guess what? You in the shooter's head. Nobody else can get. We can't even talk about the Warriors bench. I keep telling people this from day one. Let's go back all the way back to last year. Their bench do not oppress me. They bench gave them 4 points. 4 points. 4 points. And they got the nerves to sign Quinn Cook to a contract who can't even handle the ball, can't dribble, can't do nothing. Not throwing shade, but I'm seeing what I'm seeing through these two brown eyes when I'm watching the game last night. I thought the biggest mistake for the Golden State Warriors letting Ian Clark go. He's long, he can defend, and he can shoot. And he knows the playbook. He's been there for the last 2 or 3 years. And they let him go and go to the New Orleans Pelicans. What I'm saying about the bench, as I said, Bertuzzi and Hardy don't get no minutes. JaVale McGee just on the bench. Sean Lewis didn't give you nothing. I keep telling you this. Role players play better at home. Talking about the Warriors. They away. The fans is on them. They getting heckled the whole time. We knew that the Houston Rockets were going to come out fiery. You knew they was going to come out hungry. They played with so much poise and tenacity throughout that whole game. They was down. James Harden, he knows to make or miss lead. We're going to go to him. He had 19 points, 4 assists, 2 steals. He was 5 for 21 shooting. Now, with a bad shooter like that, he was 5 for 21. He was 0 for 11 from 3-point line. And they still managed to pull this game up by 4 points. Why? Because Clint Capella was on the glass, who I thought played better compared to what he did in game 4. He had 2 blocks tonight. The 2 blocks he had on last night, he had 1 great block on Kevin Durant, put him on the glass. 14 rebounds. And people always look at it where they're always looking for points. I always say rebounds are just like points. Why? Because either A, it can lead to an offensive rebound for that player, or an offensive rebound and the pass out to a shot to another player. That's the point or assist coming from that individual. You can reset your offense up and get a better look, get a fresh 24. Then you get a defensive rebound. You definitely taking a rebound away from the other team. Now they can't score. Now you can push up. Now you can push down court. Either A, the center can make a nice little pass down court and get an assist, or he passes to the point guard or the next closest ball handler who can set the offense up. Those are key points to winning right there. The rebounds are the more victory points that don't get enough like shine. I don't know, because everybody's so fascinated with guys scoring points. There's other things you got to do out there besides scoring points. You got to sacrifice and get rebounds. Dive on the floor for loose balls. The Warriors had 16 turnovers last night. These are the defending champions. This team is so fragile. Without Andre Iguodala, the Hampton Five. More like the Party of Four last night, because I didn't see nothing from them. I'm going to keep saying it. Kevin Durant took 1 shot in the 4th quarter. But nah, let LeBron do that. Oh, he's no Michael Jordan. He's no GOAT. Guess what? Kevin Durant ain't no GOAT either. If y'all can go in like that, Kevin Durant shrink under certain minutes. Remember, this team that Golden State Warriors, remember, they was down 3-1 2 years ago. Kevin Durant was down 3-1 2 years ago as well. So, what is you saying? These guys fold under pressure. And I thought Trevor Ariza, he's 1 for 6 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3-point line, 6 points, 2 rebounds. But at the same time, like I said, can't be fascinated by the stat sheets. Defense wins games. Defense wins championships. Offense sells tickets. We know that. We definitely know that. PJ Tucker hit some clutch threes too. Last night again. He was 2 for 4, 50%. I'll take it. 9 rebounds, 8 points. He's a sideline 3-point shooter. But the one he hit from the top of the key that rattled in, what I thought was phenomenal, because those are confident boosters. Because PJ Tucker is not known for hitting shots from the top of the key. He can knock them shots all day long from the wings. And I thought they played exceptionally well. Like I said, Chris Paul, 6 for 19, 4 for 9 from the 3-point line. He had 3 steals, 6 assists to go along with 20 points. Chris Paul. The reason I'm saying that, because, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, living in Charlotte now. And I know the people down in Winston-Salem, his folks, friends, and family, are happy for Chris. I'm happy for Chris. You know why? Because the Golden State Warriors, people always tell me how cocky certain players or certain teams are. I told somebody name me the most cockiest team in the league or the cockiest player. Somebody told me James Harden was the most cockiest player in the league, followed by LeBron James. I said, are you guys kidding me? I said, y'all, that's blasphemy right now. I said the most cockiest team in the league gotta be the Golden State Warriors. Why? These guys do a lot of taunting out there. When they see the one thing about taunting the team and the team being up, they don't like when you do it to them. And that's why I said Chris Paul. Because when Steph Curry shoot threes, he stand in front of people's benches. He starts shimmying, taking the mouthpiece off. He look at you. He breaks it down. You got Clay out there shooting threes, kissing the 3 points on the way. Draymond Green be in your face flexing. Kevin Durant want to talk trash. But guess what? When the shoe's on the other foot, when Chris Paul hit that little three, and Steph Curry faced late in the third quarter and hit him with that shimmy, let me tell you something. As an opponent, and by me playing basketball, let me be honest with you, I taunt, but when it happened to me, I don't like it. Steph Curry laughed it off. Why? Because he didn't like it. Now you see how that feels. You can't do that in people's face, but when somebody do it to you, you wouldn't run up the court and start laughing on him and look his way. You know why? That hurt. That hurt your soul. Because y'all do it to everybody else throughout the whole season in the playoffs. When it was done to you, you guys don't like it. You don't like it. Especially Steve Kerr. I'm listening to, he got some telling Kevin Durant some type of MJ story. Hey, MJ had a game where he kept shooting the ball. Coach Phil Jackson put him to the side and said, "Hey, I know you're gonna shoot. You gotta trust in your teammates." As people would say, you can't put Michael Jordan and LeBron James in the same breath of air. Steve Kerr, please, because you said it before, you can't put LeBron in the same conversation. You can't put Kevin Durant and Michael Jordan in the same conversation. Now, Michael Jordan, I know everybody keeps saying how LeBron James left Cleveland and went to Miami and made his team. Yeah, he did. But if you guys want to criticize that, look at Kevin Durant. He had his team 3-1 almost, we're going to say 3 years now. Had his team 3-1. They came back and lose. And you got the nerve to put this guy in the same breath of air? But Michael Jeffrey Jordan, 6'6", 215 pounds, North Carolina, class of 84 draft, pick number 3 that made the world sick. You got the audacity to put Kevin Durant in the same breath as Michael Jordan? I'm asleep. You gotta be kidding me, Steve Kerr. You really said that. Steve Kerr, the role player that you've been your whole career, gonna put him in the same breath as Michael Jordan. Man, come on, man. Chill out. Like I said, your leader, Kevin Durant, took one shot in the fourth quarter. Michael Jordan would never do that. And guess what? LeBron would never do that either. So, Kobe Bryant, oh yes, Kobe Bean Bryant, one of my guys I like, would never do that. But you just compared him, you just gave him a Michael Jordan comparison. Never. 3 GOATs. Jordan, Kobe Bean Bryant, and LeBron James. Kevin Durant took one shot. I don't recall LeBron James taking one shot like that in the fourth quarter at all. Or Kobe. Or Jordan. So never do that again. If you're going Kevin Durant, not even Dirk Nowitzki going to do that. Speaking facts here. Kicking y'all to actual factual. The only thing that concerned me about the game last night when Chris Paul came down with that hamstring in the fourth quarter. I hope this hamstring don't come back to hamper them, because Chris Paul been nothing but special to the Houston Rockets. You don't want him to go down with a hamstring injury because they need a captain out there. Because he was telling James Harden to loosen up a little bit. He's like, you gotta loosen up. James Harden's playing too tight. I know they had the high school trying to fade there. That's a tragedy right there, man. I couldn't imagine to be at a high school and something like that happened, man. That is That is a sad situation, man. Thoughts and prayers go out to all those families, them their classmates out there, man. People to that whole community out there, man. That's just a tough situation, a tough pill to swallow, man. Right before summer break, man. We gotta do something, man. Stick together and be one. Be one. Be first of all, be thoughtful. Be grateful that you wake up in the morning to take a nice breath of fresh air. To say good morning to your loved ones. Always say good morning to your loved ones and good night, because you never know what tomorrow may bring. Just had to throw that out there, man. That was on my mind. Watching that game and seeing all them high school kids out there at the game cheering, but in the inside they really hurt. So the thoughts and prayers out to you guys. But back to this game. Warriors bench got outscored 33-4. I said it. Eric Gordon attacking the basket, making some big shots. With Kendrick Lamar say on that soundtrack to Black Panther, big shot, big shot. That's what Eric Gordon was doing, making big shots after big shot, driving to the hole. This was your sixth man of the year looked like from a year ago. Playing with that presence and poise. Can you just imagine what him and Derrick Rose was like in high school on the AAU basketball team in the summertime? That backcourt was giving out havoc. Eric Gordon, a little fun Jim. You know he played in Space Jam as a little kid. I don't think a lot of people know that. I do. I do research on these guys, man. Eric Gordon, 24 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Take it. Even though he got like a weird shooting style, it looks like it's never gonna go in because the ball like it's just it don't have enough arc on it. It's like it's a line drive. That's why you practice your craft. Gerald Green, 9 points, the Houston native, the cousin of Danny Green that played for the San Antonio Spurs. I like what I seen from those two guys. Hungry, intensity. Coming out with the sense of urgency. We cannot go down 3-2 going to Oakland. They can't afford that. Who's the pressure on? I'm tired of hearing Steve Kerr say this last night in this press conference. Oh, I feel pretty good where you at. How you feel pretty good where you at? You down 3-2. I know you still got some of the best offensive scorers on your team. But this team lose right here, that's a tobacco. Like I've been telling everybody, first and foremost, if the Warriors want to be good, their starters are playing heavy minutes. They almost playing close to 40-something minutes every night in this series because they don't trust the bench. Anybody can see that. They do not trust the bench. And first and foremost, they out-rebounded the Rockets by 1. They had 7 steals. The Rockets had 10. Because they had 1 block. They normally have about 6 blocks. The Rockets had 3. Clint Capella had 2 of them. You know who the other block was? Eric Gordon. And they had 16 turnovers. Rockets had 10. The Warriors got to take care of the basketball if they want to beat this Rockets team. And the funny thing about it, I still haven't seen no Joe Johnson. You still haven't seen no Nene. It's not a couple players that you haven't seen in this series. You really haven't seen no Luba Mute Richards either. So they found something. Mike D'Antoni found something from other players who can give them something off the bench. So just a matter of fact, man, Saturday night at the Oracle, I know it's going to be rocking. But one thing I'm going to say, the Rockets won in your building. Can they steal another win? Because I got the Rockets in 6. I got the Rockets closing them out Saturday night. Can you imagine the Western Conference title being celebrated on the Warriors floor? That's a bad taste because they know they got to go into a new building next year after coming off a loss in the Western Conference Finals. This team is cocky, people. I'm sorry. This is the type of team. They do this. They look at the paper. All right, that's what we play tonight. Yeah, we're going to do this and do that. You know why? They overlook their opponent. young athletes out there, or any athletes, if you high school, middle school, elementary, collegiate basketball, boys and girls, young men and women, do not overlook your opponent. That's the biggest no-no in sports because you can lose on any given night to a team that you had no business losing to. All you gotta do is stick with the game plan and stick to the script, and everything. The chips may fall where they may lay. James Harden was to me watching the game. He was horrible, horrible. Yes, I know he had 19 points. I know he was 5 from 21. He was 0 from 11. He was trying too hard. He was playing tight, loosen up. Because I ain't James Harden. No. I seen he dunked on Draymond again. Y'all talk about somebody being gassed? I think Draymond is gassed. I think he's tired. Kevin Durant don't play. Everybody keeps saying how great of a defender Kevin Durant is. How? How is he a great defender? He don't defend nobody. He play the passing lanes too. We know Steph Curry can't play no defense. Draymond Green and Klay Thompson is pretty much the only ones in that lineup that was playing defense last night. Once Andre Iguodala come back, then that's a whole different ball game you can talk about. When he's not there, you're looking for KD to be a leader. KD's not a leader. I'm just saying it like that. He's not a leader. He's not a leader. He left and went to the Warriors so he could take a less of a role. So he could just score. KD don't want to lead. He want to lead the league in scoring probably, but he don't want to lead vocally. He don't want to be that captain. Let's be honest. Russell Westbrook got more dog and fight in him than Kevin Durant do. Oh, I'm going on that note. The Rockets took care of business. Kudos to Mike D'Antoni. I have met some of the Rockets players if you go look on the website. I met a Trevor Ariza, and I talked to him. And he told me, I said, what is your goals this year? And I'm living in Charlotte, and I'm talking to him. Trevor Ariza told me my goal is to hopefully get back to the NBA championship. Like how he was playing for LA. We had a good conversation. I said, what do you expect from your team? He said, we got to be hungry. We got to be hungry. This was last year before the Chris Paul trade. He's like, we just got to be hungry. We got to be way more focused. And we just got to be together as one. This is what he told me a year ago. Trevor Ariza. And look where he is at. My friend, Trevor Ariza. Is one game away from going back to the NBA Finals. The man who said he won the Kobe Bryant NBA Finals. Oh. Yeah. Guarding some of the best defenders, huh? On that team that they won a championship against. He don't get no praise for it. I'm going to give Trevor Ariza the praise for it. You took some of the heat off Kobe Bryant. That's what some players do. Guard some of the best defenders to take some of the heat off their player. So Trevor Ariza, it was nice talking to you. Talked to Nene as well. Chopped it up. Real nice, humble guy. He said he just want to win a championship before he leave this league. So on that note, I'm Tay Wiz, broadcasting live and direct from the man cave as usual. You see the website down there. Go subscribe. Peace.